As often happens in cricket, it rains when it is not expected. It shines after a match has just been called off because of inclement weather. Similarly, when there is only pride to play for after everything is lost, like in the case of Lucknow Super Giants in this IPL, they came up with a superlative performance against Gujarat Titans on Thursday. And like a must win situation that Delhi Capitals faced the previous night at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai on Wednesday, they just could not put their act together. So, Lucknow Super Giants, out of the race for the playoffs, put up A plus performance against Gujarat Titans, who have already qualified for the playoffs. At the Narendra Modi Stadium on Thursday, Lucknow Super Giants put up 235 for the loss of only 2 wickets, and they had their Australian big hitting Mitchell Marsh, the bison that he is called, scoring the 7th 100 of this IPL and only the first foreigner to score a 3-digit score in this 18th edition of IPL. And of course, he became the second right-hander after KL Rahul did it just 4 days ago. So 5 left-handers scoring centurions, all 5 Indians, and 2 right-handers with Mitchell Marsh scoring his first IPL century after having made his debut in 2010 for the then team that was led by Adam Gilchrist and coached by Darren Lehman, Deccan Chargers. But Mitchell Marsh, if you look at his matches that he has played in IPL, he has not even played 50 matches. So he has been off and on, changed franchisees, and with Lucknow Super Giants, this has been his best IPL season. Already 550s before yesterday's century, 117 as an opener, and put up yet another good opening partnership with the South African Aiden Markram. The two of them posting 91 before Markram was out to the left arm spin of Sai Kishore, caught in the deep in the 10th over. So 235 for 2, and it is again the Lucknow Super Giants' top 3 overseas batsmen that have done the bulk of scoring. And the good sign for Lucknow Super Giants, though it has come a bit late, was the return to form of Nicholas Pooran. He was back to hitting his sixes, back to hitting a half century, and in the company of Mitchell Marsh, shared 121 for the second wicket, and that took LSG to a total that was eventually beyond Gujarat Titans' reach. Aiden Markram scored 36, continuing his fine form and building up confidence before going into the World Test Championship final for South Africa against Australia starting on June 11th at the Lord's Cricket Ground in London. Mitchell Marsh, 117, his first IPL 100 and only his second T20 100 in his career. 10 fours and 8 sixes out of a total of 17 sixes that LSG batsmen put together. Nicholas Pooran hit 5 sixes in his 56 not out that came off only 27 deliveries. And what was pleasing to see was Rishabh Pant also getting into the act, though he came a little late, scored a couple of sixes in his unbeaten 16, and for perhaps the first time in this IPL, he showed some fluency and was looking comfortable, but then he ran out of overs. Gujarat Titans, who have the best opening partnership in this IPL of Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill, did their best, but the target of 236 was a little beyond their reach, and it was a little too much for their own comfort. Though there have been some contributions from the top order, they were not enough, that they fell short by 33 runs, finishing at 202 for 9 in 20 overs. With half century from Shahrukh Khan, that was something that Gujarat Titans will take confidence from going into the playoffs, because all along we have only seen the top order, especially the opening partners, Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill, scoring a bulk of the runs, and Josh Butler at number 3 doing it. So it was as if the lower order or the later batsmen like Shahrukh Khan, for instance, Rahul Tewatia, Sherfin Rutherford, though he has played some match knocks with his 6 hitting abilities, there was always a question of whether the middle order and the lower order will be up to the task, given that they have not had adequate batting time in the IPL 2025 edition. But Shahrukh Khan's 57 in 29 balls with his we know his big hitting abilities, we know he is capable of hitting sixes, he can change the course of the game with just a couple of lusty blows, and it is good sign that he came up, scored some runs and kept Titans in the hunt, but then he could not finish it off, being dismissed by Avesh Khan for 57. Sherfin Rutherford hit 3 sixes in his 38. Josh Butler contributed 33 runs, and captain Shubman Gill 35, and with Sai Sudarshan 21 being the first man dismissed by the New Zealand bowler, who was the best Lucknow Super Giants bowler on the day. William O'Rourke playing his second match, 3 for 27 in his 4 overs, and ably supported by Avesh Khan, 2 for 51, though a little bit expensive, 13 plus in his 13.3 runs every over that he sent. And Ayush Badoni came in the end, rolled his arm over and picked up 2 wickets in the 20th over. So Lucknow Super Giants, a moral boosting victory, if one can call that, and perhaps this victory came just a little too late, a game after they have been officially knocked out of the race for the playoffs. For Gujarat Titans, certainly it is a wake-up call going into the playoffs, and they will have some time to do the homework, sort out the things where they could have done better. And though they did score 202 on the fine batting strip that Ahmedabad venue dished out, there is still some work to be done if Gujarat Titans are to go the farthest in this IPL. On Friday, Royal Challengers Bengaluru have a chance to seal their place in the top 2 in the points table as they take on the already eliminated and bottom placed Sunrisers Hyderabad at the Ikana Stadium in Lucknow. The match, which was to be originally played at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru, was shifted because of the inclement weather and the possibility of the match being washed out. So RCB against Sunrisers Hyderabad, the 2 southern cities, the 2 southern franchisees playing in the central India, Lucknow. Until then, take care, stay safe, have a nice day. Bye-bye.